We are joining you here today, Psionic Aftermath. I am the Vestinal, joined with my good friend Storm here.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're going to be streaming this Clan War tonight. Now, if you tuned in for the last Clan War, well, not the last one, but the Clan War versus Fed on Wednesday night, you would have seen me get absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, that wasn't. I mean, it could have gone worse for you. I think there was a little bit of a difference in scope because that player did end up ranking up that night. So, but
well,
yeah.
The first thing is I shouldn't have tried to cheese in a Clan War.
I mean, you kind of just got to go with it because if you're going to do it, like, you got to be completely committed. So we are going to go into here game one of Psionic Aftermath versus Team UnRivaled. Our first matchup will be Ming versus Team UR's Justice.
We're going to have a ZVT on Proxima Station LE. Now, this map has a short run distance and a long run distance at the same time. It's all in who clears the rocks, but at the same time, clearing the rocks by your opponent's base also opens up that gold base for them. So we'll have to see the tactical opportunities here from both players.
Right, and I do have a tendency to think this map is a little more favored for the Terran, especially because all of that open airspace behind each base is really good for what's it called? Liberator play. But down here, spawning in the bottom left, we will have Psionic Aftermath's Ming. And I forgot how to... I don't know. And then up here in the top right from Team UR, we have the Terran player. It is Justice.
I think this will be an interesting game. I think what this is going to come down to is who has better drop play. Now, I know it sounds weird, but Ling drops on Proxima Station are very common because there's that blind spot at the top of the base.
Right, and we are going to see, so far, standard openings. Well, actually, that's a gas first, I believe. Yeah, that was a gas first for sure.
That means he's most likely in an open mech versus the Zerg, which honestly, it's perfectly viable because, well, it's not just viable, it's preferred in my opinion. I play completely mech Terran versus everything, and I found that mech versus Zerg is good because you can better kite them, and your units are more powerful, which is strong against expendable units.
All right, and I do think it's good here for Ming to be taking this front base because it's gonna allow him to take that back base a lot easier.
Absolutely. Because by the time he would normally be taking that front base, if he had chosen to take the pocket expansion first, the other player would already have an army on the ground.
Right. So we are going to see this expansion coming down here in the pocket expansion from the Terran player. Nothing too surprising so far. I know this. I mean, so far it looks pretty standard that he does get that faster factory out. Because of that early gas. He hasn't taken the second gas quite yet, so it's nothing too hyper aggressive at least, but he's going to drop down that reactor. We might see some fast Hellion play.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He could go for a couple options here. he could go standard bio with siege tanks in the back, and then either liberate, harass, or medevac support with potential for drops, or we could see him transition to a mech heavier style. So we'll have to see which one he goes for.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. He does get this Reaper come in here. He forces out that gas to be taken, but the Lings will push it away, and the Queen's about to come out, so it's going to get shoot away a little bit more. It is a little unfortunate that that Reaper didn't get a peek inside just to see if there was more drones still on that gas, because Ming did pull 2 of those drones out of the gas, which looks to be just so he can get those Queens out a lot sooner. You typically see this a lot in defense for like a 2-1-1.
Yeah, but I think I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. Has Justice scouted the 1-1-1 yet though? I'm not sure.
I know Ming has seen the fact that it's not what you would typically see for a 2-1-1. So he knows that there's something a little different going on. He also saw the tech lab. He saw the fast tech lab. He saw the starport being built right next to it. So he might know that there's something coming, but he hasn't thrown down any kind of detection.
Yeah, see, this is interesting because a lot of Zerga players that I know will drop down preemptive spores, but it doesn't look like Ming is going to. So I wonder if he'll get punished for that because of the Banshee.
If he doesn't tech up to a layer or get spores soon, he is going to be in quite a bit of trouble when that does finish. When that cloak does finish, but he has 1 Banshee currently. He's just keeping it at home. It looks like he's going to keep making mech, and mostly mech is what it appears. There's a little bit of bio coming out, but he is going to go for this fast Hellion, and then 1 Banshee at the moment push. He does have another one on the way, but he does. Ming has spores now, so
yeah, and he's evolving to the layer tech. I think Justice is making a mistake by building a second Banshee. What I personally would do, and I'm a noob, so don't take everything I say with a grain of salt, but I would build a Raven instead of that second Banshee, so you could do a 3-pronged attack. You could send the Banshee to 1 base, auto turret harass another, and then send the Hellions or the Hellbats, depending, to the next base.
Yeah, and he is going to get quite a bit of damage done here, but the Queens are starting to push a lot of this back, and that Banshee does go down. Spine finishes right when it needs to. Well, I mean, a little later than it needs to, but Queens are beginning to hold this off a bit. Some drones are going down.
Yeah, that splash damage is really doing the work.
Oh, yeah. And Marine's just going to take out this Overlord here, but this does put Justice into a position where he's ahead 38 to 25 workers, so Ming is behind in that aspect by quite a bit, and you also have to think of the mule advantage as well.
Absolutely. But keep in mind that Ming is on 3 bases and Terran's on 2. Now, I know that the Zerg needs to be +1 for production. However, that's still an extra bases economy.
Oh, yeah. And, I mean, I think Ming's going to come across here with these Lings. He's going to see, he might sneak these in, actually. He does have that 4th base going down already. He has the creep spread almost all the way over there, so he can get the Queens around and the Lings around to defend if there is some kind of drop play over there. He does get the Lings in, and they're actually going to take quite a few of these SCVs out.
And so they're quickly cleaned up by the Hellions and the Marines. Oh, or are they? There's a bit of miss micro on Justice's end. He's not moving those units up to deal with the Lings quickly enough, so he lost more SCVs than it should have in that exchange.
Oh yeah, Ming did that really well to bring himself back a little bit closer. It's now only 36 to 41 workers. He's only down by 5 now, and he has that 4th base on the way. And we do see the 3rd is on the way for Justice, but did Ming see it? Yes, Ming did see that.
Yeah, well, Justice is making a big mistake in the sense that he is significantly delayed his 3rd, but at the same time, he isn't producing units. Because the main reason why you want to delay your 3rd as a Terran versus Zerg is because you're cranking out those units to get them on the field. But Justice is producing slowly. He needs to drop, a couple more production facilities. However, he's not doing so at the moment. I think that's a big mistake on his part.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Twitch chat, and one person says, "Please stop scrolling the screen around so much; it's hurting the viewer's eyes."
Yeah, I can
Because you're
fix that
scrolling
after
so
this.
fast. Yeah. Now it looks like Ming is taking down those rocks by his gold base, whether that's to shorten the rush distance or to open that gold base up. I'm not quite sure yet.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. He may take that as his fifth option. I mean, that is the best option for that fifth base, but he doesn't take it as the more greedy option here. He does stay a little bit safe. Third base is now coming down for Justice. And we do have that Spires finished with the Mutas coming out, Bane Speed, and OV Speeds coming out.
We have a Liberator coming across to potentially get some harassed on. Also, an easy way to follow that is if you just click on the Liberator and hit Shift F, it'll follow it across. You don't have to try and keep clicking the mini-map to follow it. It's going to look to harass that one mineral line.
Let's see the reaction here. He does have... He's going to see the Mutas now. But they're going to clean this up. A little bit of limited damage from that Liberator.
Yeah, he got one drone with it.
There is a sizable force coming here across the map.
Looks like he's going to try and contain that creep spread a bit, which Ming is doing actually a very good job of.
Yeah, and this engagement here, he's going to try and keep those Mutas back so he doesn't lose them right off the bat. But, I mean, so far the engagement, it's not quite what Ming wants. He's really low on army supply in comparison, and he needs to stay on creep there.
Up, might be able to get a couple good hits. Ooh, the Widowmine cleans up the last of the Banes there. I think what's going to decide this game is Baneling hits. If Ming can get good Baneling hits, he'll win.
Yeah, but he's going to lose a lot of those Lings here, and it looks like it's just going to get cleaned up, and Justice should just be able to push in here if he does this right.
This might be GG.
Oh yeah, it certainly looks like it, especially with, he's so far ahead now. It's 137 to 70 supply, so I think this is about where it's about to get called.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it doesn't seem like as much, but there's just more reinforcements coming in from Justice.
Yeah, double supply count right now. Actually, almost triple. 69 drones to 50 in favor of the Terran. 80 army supply from the Terran compared to 26 of the Zerg. I think this is going to be game. Ming was probably going to GG out here.
Yeah, I mean, he does...
I'm not sure why he chose Corruptors when he's being attacked by a ground bio force.
I think he thought he'd be able to clean this up with Lings, but I mean, when it's 1-1 against, 0-0, it's not going to clean it up very well. But, I mean, he does get all the medevacs, but he still has, and there's the GG.
Yeah, he is GG though.
So game 1 does go to Team UR.
I think Ming made a big mistake there in not properly reinforcing his third.
Yeah, I think he took that fourth and started to drone it up, but it was kind of at the wrong time. He didn't have enough army supply there to be able to compensate for what the Terran was about to come across with. It just wasn't enough. And then the Widow Mines, especially getting those really good hits, they were positioned really well from the beginning.
Yeah, they were definitely. I agree. So it looks like next we're going to have Newkirk Precinct for the next map.
Yeah.
One person is not accepting. I'm not quite sure who that is at the moment. Let's see.
I'm not sure. We'll have to find out. But I think our next player is OFE. I want to say. Yeah, it's
OFE
OFE.
said he'd be right back. That's why there's the delay.
I don't think I've ever
Now,
seen OFE
If
play.
I remember correctly, OFE played Zerg last time.
Yeah. So this will be another. It's going to be another ZVT.
Now, this map can swing in favor of either player because the Zerg has a very short rush distance, if I can say that properly. So he's able to get those lanes across the map quickly, but at the same time, it's a very easy drop setup for the Terran player. So I think it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah, you'll more than likely see OFE take that middle, that natural as his layer, more than likely, just so he doesn't lose it really easily from drop play like that. Because you'll see a lot of the time, like, especially if that layer is in the main, a Terran will just drop in and take it. Like they'll even sack their units just to take it. So we'll have to see how that works out here.
At the same time, though, hopefully the Zerg will be anticipating drops and setting up preemptive spores just as the Terran will hopefully set up missile turrets in advance. Because you have to expect it on Nuker. You just go whooshing right across the bottom of the map and you're right there.
Right.
And that's the sound that they actually make. They go whooshing like that.
And we have spawning here the red Zerg from Psionic Aftermath. It is OFE. And spawning over here, the blue Terran from Team UR. It is Justice. Currently up 1-0 over Psionic Aftermath. And this is a best of 7 all kill, so here he is again.
Let me make a quick change to my mic setting. I forgot to change to my better quality headset, so give me one moment.
Alright, I just turned up the stuff. Hopefully that should be better.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, I can definitely hear you.
Alright, so now that it doesn't sound like I'm talking through a toaster, we can get on with casting. So, it looks like pretty standard play, only one gas from the Terrans. We're probably going to see the same 1-1-1, very safe style. We have not seen an expansion yet from the Terran, though. So,
there it goes down, yeah. He was just gonna, had his orbital started and wanted to get his Reaper out first before he started that.
Yeah, definitely. The Overlord's going to stop across the map, good spot, because then he's more able to scout any Terran army coming across the map, whether it's the Reaper or a different opening, such as a 2 Hellions with a Reaper, which is pretty lethal to a Zerg early game if he's not prepared for it. But usually a Queen is able to hold it off if he sees it coming.
Definitely. Just fixing some ambient sounds here.
A second barracks is coming down to a Terran player along with a second gas. So I'm wondering if we're going to see a 2-1-1 style play, or if we're going to see something even different, like perhaps a 3-rack stim timing or something along those lines. But I think because of the second gas, we're not going to see that. Oh no, a third Rax is coming down. Are we going to see 3 Rax Reaper? He's got the reactor down. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be going for here.
I mean, so far it doesn't look like that. This is typically what you'll see from a 2-1-1.
Oh, we are going to see 2-1-1. For whatever reason, when I clicked on that factory, it showed up as a barracks first.
Oh, that's odd.
Hey, is my voice quality better now?
It should be a lot better now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I had my cheapo Apple headphones in. I was like, oh, wait, let me actually put the headset in. Alright, so Reaper going to come in, do a little poke, and not actually going to pick a Ling. But good defense by the Zerg player not allowing that to happen. I'm trying to look to see if anything cheeky's going on, and I'm not really seeing anything.
No, it looks like not Ming, OFE's just going to take this third and try and shoo away this Reaper here.
Yes, wing speed is finishing, so they're going to be able to outrun that Reaper and eventually catch him and pick him off. And there it goes. So it's the first unit lost to the game. I think Starport coming up, so it looks like we're just going to have standard 2-on-1 here.
Oh yeah, this is...
Yeah. Is he going to get that mule? Question. Ooh, just barely the mule survived with 5 HP. That was one more Ling hit and it would have died. Now, the one thing I do question, though, is the choice to go 2-1-1 on Newkirk. Because normally it's a very solid opener and very versatile versus Zerg, where the Zerg has to be expecting a drop at some point early in the game on Newkirk.
I mean, I think it's still going to be good. Just because the fact that it's pretty standard opening nowadays to see this.
Yeah, very much so.
However,
those queens are way too far from the main.
I don't think there's enough in response here because, honestly, you could drop in the main for the 2-1-1, or you can just try and take this third out, but there's no creep spread up to the third yet, which does cause a little bit of concern.
18 lings in production for OFE.
Oh yeah,
So
he knows this is coming.
Get that time. Yeah. If he's able to get... Oh, he's not coming across the drop path. He's going to drop down, probably going to scan creep spread, if I was to guess.
Actually, I think he's just going to take the third. If he's going to try and take the third, maybe, or just drop down.
Gunning it right. Yeah. I will bet $50 that I don't have. He's going to scan and create tumors. Which to me doesn't seem like the best option. If you look, if he had scanned the main and saw that there was no spore crawler near the edge, rather it was in the mineral line.
Oh, that surround is really good.
Yeah, it was. Picking off 5 Marines there. Not really getting anything done against the Zerg.
Yeah, I mean, he is ahead currently, and actually he's behind in income. Neil's not doing quite what it needs to, but... he has stim, but he's not started combat shields yet.
Yeah, he doesn't quite have the gas yet.
Both
players here in danger of being supply blocked.
We do see 4 overlords on the way, though, from OFE.
Yep, the Terran player is... Okay, there we go. The supply depot just finished at just the right time. That was very lucky.
We do see potentially a run by, more than likely just a scout to see if there's any fast third already done. He does already have the Spire on the way, Baneling Nest is almost done, and he has a 1-1 coming, so... This is looking like it's just a pretty standard Ling Bane game.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Zerg player scouts incomplete wall, he just runs the main right into ring. There's going to do a lot of damage done to this first wave of wings. 1 mule down. He only gets 1 mule with it, but 1 mule is worth 350 minerals. And that mule that he killed was pretty early into its lifespan, so that's hundreds of minerals lost just by that 1 mule kill.
Yeah, and those banelings aren't going to do much. They're going to get mowed down before they even get there, but a lot of lings on the way. And +1/+1's about to finish. For both players, rather.
Yeah. Alright, so let me check something real quick. Ooh, what was that? That was a fairly painful noise.
Do what?
I don't know, it sounded like something was typing or something like that.
Oh, it may have been.
That's alright. I'm just trying to open the stream because I'm using Discord through my phone, so I'm unable to see the stream. Just want to keep on top of the stream chat here. See what they have to match. Alright. So, coming back into the game, we're going to see some Banelings morphing in. I wonder if he's going to be able to make effective use of those, because the Baneling hits will very often decide what happens in his EBT. Now, he does scout the Widow Mine, so is he going to have an Overseer in time to clear it out, or is he going to bait it out with 1 link? Ooh, those lings were killed before the Widow Mine went up. Things are looking pretty grim for our Zerg.
Right, and that third almost goes down, but that hits. Oh!
Widow Mine hit. Absolutely huge Widow Mine hit, wiped out. I think it was 9 lings before it died.
Yeah, I mean that's quite a big hit there. To do quite a bit of damage there. We do finally see Baneling speed on the way. These mutas might try and see if they can get anything done. There are no... I don't think there are any missile turrets, actually, so...
No,
if he catches...
Well, even if he just kills the supply depot, that's huge. He doesn't even have to kill the base. He just turned those mutas around and just smashed on the supply depot and then ran away.
He doesn't need to lose this. And he's gonna go right back in here. He's gonna try and get some more SCVs as well while this Terran Force pushes out. He needs to be careful about this though.
Yeah. Well, so far he's got 3 SCV kills. Probably gonna be some more very shortly here. Yep. Now he's up to 7 SCV kills. But the Terran Force is moving out for a potential counterattack, so we'll have to see which trade is going to win here. Now the mutas are all the way across the map, so you're not gonna be able to defend with those.
No, that transfuse is really good there, and that's going to be a huge hit. Those second and third, I think, hits weren't quite as big, just because they were all around the same little pack.
Yeah, well, thankfully, Zerglings are extremely cheap, so they're able to very quickly come back out, and without much loss to the player. Now, if we see cracklings, then they might be something a bit scary.
Right, we do see that infestation pit's now coming down. +2 melee is about to finish. The big difference is, though, like, it's 74 workers right now to 50. That's a considerable income difference.
Yeah, even if OFE loses that catch, if he's able to save the workers, he can just open up shop somewhere else.
Alright, these mutas are going to go back and try and see if they can get a little bit more damage, but there are missile turrets now. Quite a few of them, though, actually.
Yeah, that's the thing, because normally, as Terran, you only want to build 1 missile turret. That's enough to deter a Liberator if it's TVT, or an Oracle if it's TVP. But in TVZ, if you see they're going Lingbane Muta, you have to build missile turrets until the cows come home, because a big Muta ball will just shred through individual turrets.
Alright, he does see this 5th going down. He's probably going to get the cancel. He needs to go ahead and cancel that so it doesn't get sniped, but not the best hits. That's a pretty good hit there.
Oh, he's trying to avoid having to cancel it. He might have to, might not.
He needs to be careful with these mutas. They're going to get shredded by the Marines.
Yeah, they just took significant damage. Now the queens are moving through. So, ooh, good micro on the Terran part, dodging all those main hits.
Oh, this mutas are getting chewed through still.
Yeah, Blink's coming out, hoping to clean up the Marines, but just the micro by picking them up in the medevac doesn't have to stop that. So the mutas are going to come in and try and potentially clean up. Now, if you look just above the Zerg's 5th, there is still a bundle of Marines there, hoping to possibly move in and deny that base. Yep, the hatch just came up. So I'll have to see what he does with those Marines. Yeah, I was wondering, I didn't notice those at first, but then I saw that the medevacs were only partially full, which kind of pointed it out to me. Now he's floating that. Now the Terran player's floating his 4CC up, but
he's gonna see all these banelings. That's actually, I think that's enough banelings to kill this.
Yeah, well, it's a CC scout, new meta.
Oh, he needs to be careful with his mutas. Oh, he's just gonna come and take all of these SCVs out.
Oh no. Big hits there.
He probably should have just continued with those banelings, but there is a drop here down on the 4th base.
Good reaction by OFE, gonna pull those workers in time. Huge baneling hits wipe the majority of that Marine force.
Right, now ultras are on the way.
Yeah, and the mutas are gonna clean up those medevacs.
With ultras on the way, you know, you have 3-3 on the way, you have the Greater Spire on the way. This is looking grim for the Terran player just because of, you know, this starts to get to that part in the game where, you know, it's going to be really difficult to be able to kill this Zerg player, especially when he's on that, you know, 14 worker advantage, and he's now ahead in army supply. He was behind in army supply for a good majority of the game, but not so much anymore.
He does actually have the technology upgrade or advantage rather as well. Let me check real quick to see the spending here.
Oh,
No,
these
it's
mutas.
actually got more, but those mutas get picked. It's not the worst of tails, but
I think I just missed a Lingbane run by because 10 SUVs just went down.
yeah. Now Greater Spire just finished, so I wonder if we're gonna see Broodlords coming out of the Zerg player here. Broodlords are always fun to see. You know, they didn't earn the name GG Lords for no reason.
I mean, yeah. And then those were okay mine hits, but
The
it
Terran
wasn't
player
good
really
enough.
has no answer to these ultras.
I want to say that this is where, GG's called, because Lings are now in the bank
Yep,
and
there
the
it is
base,
right there.
but yeah, that's going to be GG.
That was a good game to watch, very back and forth. But I think what happened is the Terran overcommitted to an attack, and OFE was able to fend off the attack and then macro behind it at the same time, whereas the Terran player had neglected his macro. So I think that was what decided the game there. That
Yeah.
and taking that bad engagement by the Zerg fourth base.
I mean, and I don't think that 2-1 got near as much done as he wanted it to. So that kind of hurt a little bit, and that was a lot of a mid-game kind of push there from that Terran player, and it didn't get near what he wanted done.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I'm looking at the Army Supply, and the Army Supply was actually equal for a fair point of the game. The main difference was around the 7-minute mark, where the Terran player had a very large advantage. All right, so I'm seeing Abyssal vetoed first. Or chosen, I'm sorry. I forgot this was loser pick format. I was used to the constant veto format, where we would just whittle them down to one. Alright, let's see what this next matchup is going to be. I think it's going to be a ZBZ, if I noticed correctly.
Yeah.
Let's see. OFE is ready. We're waiting to see when Seeker's ready here.
Could have sworn Seeker was...
Yeah. So what do you
Was
think,
Masters.
Storm?
Of what?
What do you think the Terran should have done differently that last game to win the game?
I mean, I think instead of dropping and clearing creep there, I think the very first thing he probably should have done is gone straight for the third and pressured there and seen if he can get at least some damage and a reaction out. Because he could then set up and let the Zerg comes to him, even though it was the Zerg's base. And I think later on it probably would have been better had he utilized drop play more, especially on that map, instead of just moving across the map where you have that open engagement against the Zerg player. If you do a lot more drops and just whittle away at that Zerg, you're probably going to have a lot easier time in the late game. Also, if you focus a little bit more on that macro, he was on 3 bases, but he's really far behind on his economy.
Yeah, I think that initial drop, honestly, was a big mistake on his part, just in the sense that he should have scanned the main, seen that there was no spore by the edge, so he could drop in out of vision, and then move those in, kill the spore, and wreak havoc, and then just drop and move around. But what happened was when he moved across, he went to the third, he was going towards the third, then he went towards the natural, then he was just going back and forth, and the Zerg player had more than enough time to be able to react to that and deal with it accordingly.
Okay, I don't think we need all of these people in here. Can we...
No, I don't either. I think we're remaking with a mod or something, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Game Heart.
No, I'm not familiar. What is Game Heart? Oh god. Your typing is killing my ears. Rip ears. Yeah. Can I get a rip ears in the chat, please? Alright. Kingslayer is getting a little interesting here in chat. Oh, Forsaken was on a 600-second timeout. That's 10 minutes.
Rip Forsaken. He deserves that. See, I had the stream muted, like my mic on stream. So they couldn't hear it, but you could, because I forgot to mute it in Discord.
Gotcha.
Oh my god,
now,
Forsaken.
If we look at this lobby here, we can see that there is one gold border, which is me, and that is definitely Grandmaster, not gold.
Okay, let's just take a look.
I am definitely Grandmaster. I'm not gold.
Yeah,
okay,
definitely not gold.
Yeah, well, thankfully that the lobby's been thinned out a bit, so that means we'll load in faster and we'll be able to have a better game. And we won't have to worry about people typing in observer chat, which is kind of obnoxious when we're streaming.
Yeah.
No,
plus...
why is Kingslayer coming back?
What?
Wait a minute, wasn't Kingslayer just in here but he was Master? Oh no, that was High Temper that was in here. That was
High Temper.
Yeah.
High
when did he get
just,
GM?
Earlier this week, I think. Maybe it was last week, end of last week.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I really want a stick of cheese right now, honestly.
Yeah. Now it looks like for our next game we're going to see a TVZ, so I wonder... Well, we've seen a lot of TVZ today. As in, every single game is TVZ. I'm waiting for the Protoss Pride here when High Tempered gets in.
Obviously, we're not going to see that for some time because OFE is just gonna all kill.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if
UnRivaled,
where it's all Terran players.
I think Team UnRivaled does have a lot of Terrans.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
I know Risen was almost entirely Terran.
Yeah.
Which, let's all be real here, Protoss Master Race.
Definitely Protoss Master Race. Kappa.
Whoa. I heard that, Kappa.
You heard that, Kappa.
I see in chat, TVZ best matchup.
TVZ is not the best matchup.
TVZ is my highest win rate matchup, actually.
I mean, it's my highest win rate as well. I mean, at least it's not ZVP. ZVP is cancer.
No, PVZ is cancer early game. I hate playing against Zergus Protoss.
How?
Just because
it's easy.
I'm a noob, so I always screw up my wall.
I hate Twitch chat already.
Let's see. All right, Twitch chat. We're gonna compare here. I am looking at Storm's TVZ, and his TVZ win rate is 50% with 4 wins, 4 losses. If we Storm, would you kindly open my profile?
Well, to be fair, my Terran is like platinum level, so we'll open up my ZVT. My ZVT is a little different.
Yeah. Well, open up my profile and look at my Terran win rates. Just don't look at the TVT one, but look at the other two. You'll see. So what? I'm not sure what's going on with this lobby here. All right, it looks like it's gonna be starting soon. Just to spoil it for everybody, I have 80% win rate TVZ and TVP.
No, Forsaken, I don't have a bunk bed. No, I don't have a sister.
All right, I think we need to time. We need to time Forsaken out again.
Oh my god, we should.
Do you have the authority to do that right now?
I don't, unfortunately.
Oh, Passion, where are you? Time Forsaken out for 1,200 seconds.
A StarCraft player questioning where Passion is?
Yeah, no, right.
Unheard of.
Do you mind if I do the intro for this one?
Go for it.
All right, so starting off in the top left corner. Oh, Passion actually just left the game. Starting off the top left corner, for Team UnRivaled, we have Seeker playing Terran. And then in the bottom right corner, playing Zerg for Psionic Aftermath, we have OFE and Zerg. Wow, TVZ. We haven't seen one of these yet tonight. I wonder how this one's going to go.
I imagine either a Terran or Zerg will win.
You know, a Terran or Zerg won the last couple, so I'd imagine a Terran or Zerg would win this one too.
You know, but as Ming says, we can't determine that for sure because there are not enough data points. So, you know, Protoss could win this one.
Yeah, you just see a random pylon come in the center of the map and overcharge and kill both of them. You know, it'd be like it would be Hot's overcharge. Nope, we just have a pause here from Seeker. Nothing called out. He said, "Whoops."
What?
How do you accidentally pause the game?
Game resumed.
I mean, it happens.
Oh, I think both players paused so they could both turn on their map packs.
Well, I mean, I think what happened is Seeker saw it coming, so he tried to unpause it, but OFE is really fast about turning on his map hacks, because we're just dirty PsyX players, remember?
Yeah. So what happened is, OFE turned on his map hacks, so then Seeker went to OFE's house, downloaded his map hacks onto a flash drive, then went to his own house and downloaded OFE's map hacks. So now that both players have map hacks, I think this is going to be a very interesting game.
I mean, if you both know what you're doing, who wins? Is it just like the whoever mind games the best?
Well, I don't know. I've seen people play against map packs before, but those are like GM players that are able to like play those mind games.
But like,
So I wonder
what if both players have map hacks?
what happens then? That would probably be a very boring game, wouldn't it?
I mean, it'd be like a normal game of StarCraft.
Yeah, but how would you ever fight anything? I love how we're talking more about the map packs.
You'd
But it's just-
probably have to just like out multitask, honestly. So like a normal StarCraft game.
And this game is just so standard. There isn't really much to comment on right now, so we're just kind of improvising.
I mean, we have the Reaper coming across now, but I mean that's not really that
Alright.
exciting.
I'm gonna make a prediction. The Reaper's gonna be chased by 2 lings until the Queen pops out, and then the Queen will either drive the Reaper away or kill it.
Now the Reaper's just
I will-
gonna chill.
I will bet 10 MMR on that. Oh, nope, the Reaper's just gonna get absolutely destroyed. That's a little bit of failed micro on the Terran side there. But OFE is sending 6 lings across, and as we all know, 6 lings is a commitment.
Yeah. Well, you just bet 10 MMR, so now you're silver.
No, actually, I'm pretty close to...
Just messing with you.
You know, I was gonna say, I'm getting pretty close to plat here. Not really, but
Oh,
I'm
well,
only
lings are
I'm
dead.
only 400 MMR away from plat. So you know, I mean, top of GM, because remember that's not a gold border, it's a GM border.
Ah, clearly. Well,
We're seeing a 1-2-1 coming out for the Terran player here. So it looks like we're gonna see some mech heavy play. He hasn't swapped the barracks in the factory yet though. He may have something producing out of the barracks, but unlikely. Looking at the production tab, we've got 2 Cyclones on the way, and the first armory coming up for the Terran player. So he's probably going to look to get those upgrades out faster than the Zerg player, because Hellions with +1 and Blue Flame are extremely strong, especially versus Zerg.
yeah, well, we see some Cyclones. Cyclones are always good, and there's going to be the push with Cyclones. I mean, this is difficult to deal with, especially when you have just Lings and Queens, because you have the Hellions clean up the Lings really well, and the Cyclones just have a high DPS. Like, that's all you can say about that.
Yeah, well, we have 4 Queens, so I think it'll come down to the transfuse micro.
Right, and there's not quite enough energy for transfuse on any of them, I don't think, quite yet, but there should be by the time this comes in. Well, never mind.
Yeah. Ooh, 5 SCVs just go down at the natural of the Terran player.
Oh, well, and the orbital is actually really low now.
It is, but this attack coming in might do even more damage, but he's hopefully bringing those lings back home to potentially be able to do this. Because if that hatch goes down, the Zerg player's in a lot of trouble here. And that hatch is literally and figuratively getting melted. Yeah, it just went down. So really unfortunate for the Zerg player. That's a huge hit to both his economy and his production. I wonder if he's going to be able to come back from that. Now, I see 18 lings on the way, so I think at this point he's just going to commit to an attack. Oh no, the Baneling nest hasn't been made yet.
Yeah, that's finishing up. If he gets that out before the next attack comes, he should be able to defend relatively well. He does have 3 queens still, right there.
Yeah, he needs to get that hatch out. He needs to get the production back up, the economy back up, because right now he's floating out that money because he doesn't have enough larvae to spend it on.
Alright, let's see this attack come in. This is 3 Cyclones and a lot of Hellbats, and the Cyclones are in front to try and protect against if there are Banes. But these Lings are going to get cleaned up really well. Okay, there's the rest of the Banelings. I didn't see all of them. That is actually a lot of Banelings.
I think this is going to be GG, to be honest with you. Oh, never mind, the Terran. Just when I say that, the Terran player loses all of his everything.
Except for the Cyclones. No. Except for the Cyclones.
That's true. Cyclones are significant. There's good transfuse like coming out, and the spine crawler's up doing hefty damage to that Cyclone.
I mean, at this point, Seeker still has his natural, so that didn't go down. So they're on even bases. Ophi is up in worker supply, but that attack didn't get near what it needed to. I don't think. I think, honestly, those are really good connections with the Banelings.
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the units lost tab, the Terran player, even though he hasn't lost many units, he's actually lost more resources worth of units. Oh, yeah. Which, losing those Cyclones is huge, since Terran players don't usually float gas until mid-late game, because they get those upgrades out to be effective with their, what I call trash can units, which are essentially just expendable units that you just send in, like Lings or Marines, or even Hellions, really, if you're going mad. They're 100 minerals apiece, which seems like a lot for an expendable unit, but those mules just make up that difference so quickly.
Right, and I mean, at this point, there's no doubt that it's mech.
Yeah. Now, the Terran player just swapped out factory out of that tech lab, so we're going to see some tanks coming out. Either that or we're going to see Thors, one of the two. I'm not sure which one yet.
Well, we'll just have to see. We may even... I mean, yeah, that's double tech lab, so we're more than likely going to see Thors.
Yeah, and we've got Cloaked Banshee coming on the way as well.
Oh, well, it is going to be a tank first. Oh, no, that gets canceled. Never mind.
Yeah, so we've got Blue Flame on the way. That is a shark moving right in front of the game camera. So let's see what he's building. We've got He actually isn't building anything out of either of the factories right now. Oh, he's lacking the gas. That's why. And that's part of where losing those Cyclones comes in, because Terran players are extremely strapped for gas. Yep, Siege Tank coming out, Raven coming out. I don't really know if the Raven was the best choice. I think a Liberator or a Cloaked Banshee would have been a better option. But I think he canceled the Cloak and the Banshee to have enough gas to get that Thor out.
Yeah, we do have the Spire. The Spire's been out now for a minute or so. So there are a couple mutas out. +2 is about to finish. We have 20 Lings on the way. There isn't a 4th taken yet, though.
Yeah, I think that's a big issue on the Zerg player's part, because he needs to get that 4th up to be able to transfer those workers over, 1. And 2, to get that extra production so he can keep up with the Terran. Now, the Terran player is still on 2 bases.
He has the 3rd.
He just hasn't floated it down yet. I don't know if it's because he's waiting for his upgrades or what, but...
Seeker's just mind gaming. That's what he's doing. Seeker is a god.
Well, +1 and Blue Flame just finished for the Terran player, so those Hellions are going to do a lot of damage. And the Hellbat, they're going to do even more damage. Upgrade coming on the way for the Zerg player. So we might see Broodlords. I mean, that's quite a leap to make there. Now, if we look at the worker count, the Zerg player has a, if I can do math here, 16... Oh, never mind, now they're even workers.
I mean, the income is about 800 currently in the favor of the Zerg player just because of the base.
Yeah.
But with the mules coming down there and some SCVs transferring, it's gonna clear up a little bit. He does have Mutas come in here, try and see if we can get anything done, but there's a sharp reaction there from Seeker to be able to repair that missile turret to make sure not much goes down.
Because right now the Zerg's best response to this army is Mutalisks for the most part, but the Thors will shred those, and actually the point defense drones does block Mutalisk attacks. So if I was the Zerg player, I would do one of two things. I would either upgrade into greater flyer tech, or I would try to get a huge ground army out and just contain the terror.
Well, the biggest problem is those Lings are going to try and clean up those Thors really well, but the Blue Flame Hellions are going to do a really good job at clearing those up.
Yeah, and the tanks as well. The tanks will prevent those beams from coming in. Beam speed is done. Yeah, +1 flyer attacks and ground carapace just about to finish for the Zerg player, but the Zerg player...
Here's the engagement.
Terrible.
Actually, this is a really good engagement for OFE.
Yeah, it was those Bane hits that changed it, because the Banes wiped out one Thor and both tanks. Because looking at it, oh man, this is terrible, right to the tanks, and then I saw that the Banes took out the tanks and said, never mind. Ooh, those Hellions turning those Lings into barbecue dinner tonight.
But there is a Ling run by coming in here into the third.
Now, if I was OFE, I would honestly just target that missile turret and then come in and clean them up with the Mutas. But OFE is a superior player to I.
I mean, the big deal is, like, there's still SCVs here that are oversaturating the second that could be moved over that haven't. So there's still a significant mineral advantage for OFE, and he does have his fourth base already.
Well, the Terran player really needs to drop that fourth base, because he can't really transfer his workers over to his third yet. He had 9 SCVs that he killed so far. He can't really transfer over to... Oh, OFE did exactly what I said. But, yeah, he killed that missile turret, so the Mutas are able to come in and harass, but...
He's gonna come in and try and single target these SCVs down.
It actually worked fairly well. 10 workers killed so far, so that is, let me check, 68 workers to 58. So
Hive's now on the way. Flyer attacks is going up higher. I mean, you have +2/+1. You have 2/1 for the Zerg player, and then you have +2 flyer attacks on the way as well. I think Brood Lords may be on the way, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Ultras just because, you know,
really
Ultras.
Solid runs.
Oh, these Mutas are going to come in here and get this missile turret because it was never finished. That is a lot of SCVs going down.
9 SCVs, 11 SCVs, 12 SCVs, and just an instant, absolutely obliterated by those Mutalisks.
No, these Mutalisks need to move because this Thor is going to do a lot. They're kind of caught here.
Oh no. Oh, okay, he moves Mutalisk. I thought he was going to attack more and kill even more SCVs. 13 lost in that exchange. That's a huge hit to the economy of the Terran player, who is already strapped for cash as it is.
Oh yeah, and there's, I mean, you know, there's a 20 army supply advantage here, and only a 9, you know, worker advantage now because Seeker has caught up in that category, but he does have this force moving in where there's nothing back here to defend because all of OFE's army is back home.
Yeah, those Lings move very quickly, but I don't know if he's going to be able to react to this in time.
That is a lot of production that's about to go down, and the supply depot is left down, so there are there's a Thor that gets caught out. There's
20 SCVs killed so far, 22, 23, 24, 25 SCVs killed so far. That's 26, that's a huge hit. That's almost all of his SCVs, that's 28 SCVs.
Oh boy, this is not good. I mean, this fourth might go down, but with 28 SAVs going down, like, Seeker has to, like, get a lot of damage done here, or it's over.
Yeah, absolutely. But the Zerg army is coming in to clean up this Terran army, and I think we're going to see GG called here.
Oh yeah, that gets cleaned up far too easily.
Those Hellbats are actually doing a really good job of holding all this. Until the base is coming by this.
I mean, I think at the point, yeah, Seeker's gonna go ahead and call it.
Right
Oh boy.
Well, it was a good game to watch. Both players played fairly well, a little bit back and forth, but OFE won it in the end because he was able to get the better economy hits. He was able to capitalize on the mistakes of Seeker in the army positioning, especially near the late game. Now, what do you think the Terran players should have done differently to stay in that game? Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. It's hard to say what the Terran could do better, at least from my perspective, since I don't know Terran as near as well as the rest of them.
I'm sorry. I just asked if you were there because my mic cut out.
Oh yeah, no, I'm here. I had it muted so I could type in chat for a second there. Because
gotcha.
My mic is my laptop mic at the moment.
Gotcha. Yeah, OFE saying in chat, no more Terran, please.
I can understand his frustration. I think Seeker did a good job, but that third was still up on that cliff for quite some time.
Yeah, it was.
But at the same time, there wasn't a whole lot he could do to prevent any kind of Ling run-bys, especially on like that map. Especially like when you're playing mech against Zerg on a map like that, you have to be really careful about run-bys like that because you have a highly immobile army. I mean, the Hellions move fast, but you don't want to separate your Hellions from the rest of your army because then the other Lings will just come in and tear the Thors apart. So I think it came down to there was just a lot of run-bys that did a lot done, and then the mech army didn't get enough done.
Okay. Your mic was just cut out there for a fairly significant amount of time.
Oh. There we go. Let's see if it's fixed now.
Alright, so they're going to choose Palladino. Now, Palladino is the most Terran favored map in this game, if you ask me.
I mean, and then you see Palladino, best map, NA, and yeah, no, it's gonna be another Terran.
Yeah, I don't see why any other race would pick Palladino. I sincerely hope he wouldn't choose it for a PvZ, because Palladino is the definition of cancer for a Protoss player.
I mean, it could be worse.
I can't think of a single worse than Palladino to try and
Honor Grounds, I would say Honor Grounds.
Right,
at least in my opinion.
I've never played Honor Grounds once, and I'm never playing Honor Grounds.
I like Honor Grounds when I play Zerg, at least.
Alright, so is this match 5 or match 4?
I think it's 4.
Alright, match 4 on the way. We're going to have a ZVT on Palladino Terminal. Now, it's actually... I don't know if this is the best idea to knock this map out right away. Because what's happening is there are no repeat maps. So starting off in the top left corner, the Blue Trunks playing Terran. Representing Team Unrivaled, we have Apogee. I'm sorry if I pronounced that poorly. In the bottom right corner, in the Red Trunks playing Zerg for Psionic Aftermath, we have OFE.
See, on this keyboard, I can't figure out what I forgot what the key is to like turn the camera because I'm using my laptop keyboard.
Oh, gotcha. And if you want, you can put it to follow me for this game. I can do the camera control if you'd like.
I mean, other than that, it's perfectly fine. It's just being able to turn the camera on like the intros.
That's true. Now the Terran player is opting to wall off the natural first rather than wall off his main, which I think is a good decision because it's easier to defend against a Bane bust when you're able to move your army up and not.
This is a Ravager rush.
You have the early double gas with the pool. And we're gonna most
Yeah,
likely
this
see
is a Ravager rush. He shouldn't put in the 3 gas already. You're supposed to start 2 gas, and then once the Roach Reborn finishes and you make your first 3 roaches, you transfer 2 more drones into each gas. 1 more drone into each gas. Because you're going to be a little starved for minerals if you do 3 right in off the bat. But if this isn't SCV scouted, this is dangerous. Wait, is this a 3 Rex Reaper? What is going on?
Well, a Roach Ravager rush very quickly cleans out a 3-Rex Reaper. It's either 3-Rex Reaper or 3-Rex Stim. So we do have the second gas on the way, so it could go either way. We've got a bit of a cheese fest going on, so I think both builds are.
This is a
equal.
3-Rex Reaper. I think I want to say that a Ravager rush wins here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I've never seen a Ravager rush versus a 3-Rex Reaper.
Okay.
But
If the Roach Ravagers kill the Reapers, then it's GG.
the other problem is, like, the Reapers are highly mobile, so they can just go in and probably kill the
workers, yeah.
workers. Does OFE know
here's
about this?
I'm not sure. But here's how this will work. If the Zerg player kills the first wave of Reapers, he wins.
He saw the first Reaper and he saw the second Reaper. He knows this is coming. And Apogee now realizes, whoops.
Yeah. I think whoops is a bit of an understatement here. The Zerg player trying to position those roaches so the... Wait.
I think he's slightly too safe here.
When did roaches get a buff? The roaches have always had 135 health. Now they have 145.
I thought they've had 145.
Maybe I'm just dumb.
He needs to he needs to bring that Overlord here so he can kill the Reapers on the high ground, but he needs to be careful not to lose these here because they might die. These might actually die. This is bad for OFE.
Yeah, definitely. That's a huge gas machine. He's got plenty more in the bank, but you know that money or those drones that are being used to mine the gas are not mining minerals, so it's going to take longer to build up that.
Yeah, I think in
Good
this
drone
situation
count.
he needs to go ahead and pull some of those drones back onto minerals so he can. I think what he should probably do is maybe pull 2 to 3 drones back onto gas, start a queen so we can get those mineral income. But now he's about to be down by a base. This isn't looking good.
Yeah. Well, one Ravager costs 100 minerals, 100 gas. So if he should honestly transfer 2 from each gas back onto the mineral line. Hopefully be able to get just the sheer number out. Because right now it's whoever has more units, and he has more Reapers, and those Reapers will be able to almost infinitely kite the Roaches and Ravagers just because of A, grenade stacking, and B, they move way faster.
I think he needs to bring that Overlord still in so he can see the high ground.
Yeah, that as well. Because he's at no risk of losing that, but if he kills these barracks, then could be a bit of a problem.
At the same time, I still think he should be moving back into minerals so he can get a queen out, just in case Apogee decides, you know what? You can kill my stuff, but I'm just going to go and kill all your drones while you try.
Good focus fire by OFE here, focusing on Reapers, ignoring the SCVs. How many units is that lost? Yeah, the Terran players lost 15 units so far, but the Zerg players losing, honestly, just as much resources.
And he didn't get that last barracks either, so it's continually producing roaches. I mean, Ravager. I mean, not Ravagers. Reapers.
Well, not anymore.
So there's like 700 gas at this point. Chat's calling out for a 1-base Spire because 700 gas. Like,
Yeah.
please move these into minerals, please.
Now, keep in mind that the Terran player lost 6 SCVs in that exchange.
He's
So
still
any
ahead in
advantage
workers
he
though,
had-
and
No,
a
they're-
base.
Weren't they even? Oh, he's constructing. That's why. Well, in current mining, they have equal income right now, more or less, because the Terran player's got that idle worker, which is really not a good idea. And he has 100 energy. That's enough for 2 mules, which could very easily turn this game around for the Terran player.
But at the same time, OFE has 600 gas. He finally moved back into minerals. I mean, this could be worse for OFE. He finally moves that Overlord so he can have high ground vision.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about this game, to be perfectly honest with you.
I mean, this is a cheese fest, and it's a nice meme, but it's now 2 base versus a 1 base Zerg.
Yeah, he's pulling the boys here. 4 SCVs down so far. Yeah, the bunker's gonna finish up, so unless he gets some more Ravagers out, he's not gonna be able to really deal with that. He's gonna just start to repair that in the nick of time, but the Terran player's lost 11 SCVs so far. He has 2 workers on minerals.
Oh, well, there's the Ravagers. 6 Ravager hits.
I think the Zerg might be able to pick this up.
So 6 Ravager hits without a... Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, he would have been able to hold the Reapers, but the Ravagers made it into the base.
If he repaired the bunker and then put the Reapers in the bunker, then it would have taken 6 Ravagers instead of just 4. But,
yeah.
Damn.
I'm not sure if that was a great game or a terrible game. I honestly can't make up my mind here.
So, the early game, like, Hellspawn in me is saying this is a great game.
Yeah.
Just because I love early gameplay.
Alright, so we're down to Belt. Oh my god, another TVZ coming up. It's Team UR. They don't have anything except for Terrans. They only recruit Terrans, obviously. This is what happens at UR. Seeker goes and he and Monk. I don't know if Monk is still on UR or not. We're gonna say he is. They both go and they recruit as many like Terrans as they can off of the Team Liquid forums, and then they call it a team. I guess so.
All right, I need to find my hat.
What are hats good for? So, this is potentially a match point for Psionic Aftermath. With, surprise, TVZ.
Remember how I said OFE was gonna all kill?
Yeah, it kinda is.
So far.
Well, this match is gonna decide it. Maybe we'll see something other than a TVZ next. Maybe. Just maybe.
I can't hear anything right now. I took my earbuds out by accident. Well, I mean, not by accident, but... Okay, so Kiwi. Kiwi is a Terran. Kiwi is a Masters Terran.
Yeah. I honestly, at this point, I'm a bit tired of TVC, as I'm sure you can probably imagine.
I can see why, honestly.
Well, you know, if there's a TVZ, that's fine, but when it's every single match a TVZ, it's kind of eh.
Honestly, I would have loved to see a ZVZ or a PvP.
Or I would have loved to see a PvP, a PvT, a PvZ.
No, not PvZ. PvZ is cancer. It's a face roll. It's a face roll of a matchup.
Oh, but it's not though, because a common Zerg thing that I've been seeing is like a Ling Roach Hydra comp. Disruptors are fun, very fun against that.
Yeah. I just don't think it's... I think there's a lot of problems with Protoss and against Zerg right now. Mainly Adept, but... We're in the game. We're in a PvZ. I mean, we're not in a PvZ. I lied. This is a TvZ. With OFE, who's about to potentially all kill... And he went pool first.
I wonder if we're going to see the same strategy. I don't know if that would necessarily be the best idea. Since
No, he's
it
just
was
gonna Ling Bane. This is gonna be a Ling Bane more than likely, or a Ling. Yeah, this looks to be like just a pressure opening. Because this is a CC first as well from Kiwi. So
Now, if I'm
unless like
correct-
OFE doesn't have map hacks, but like, damn, he just blindly like opened the very perfect build for this. So maybe he knows Kiwi, or maybe
I don't know.
he's just like used to seeing that on this map, or maybe he was just like, you know what, I'm tired of the same thing. I'm gonna switch it up again, just like he did last game.
Yeah, Ming types in chat, wow, CC first versus poop first. And then he corrected himself and said pool. I think a good idea for, I'm sorry, OFE, I'm getting extremely tired, I apologize for that, would be to send a couple links across the map to try and cancel that CC, but I don't really think it's going to work.
No, and there's a bunker going down now, so this is actually going to be relatively uncontested for Kiwi. Hope I changed the... Okay, I did change the overlay. I was a little scared there.
Yeah. You know, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an early third hatch. I hope OFE manages to all kill so I can go to bed after this match is done. Hello, did my mic cut out?
Nope, you're here. I'm just being quiet.
Okay. But I don't know. I've never seen a Terran be ballsy enough to go CC first versus a Zerg and not get punished for it. Yeah,
I mean,
Link
I've
Speed
seen
is
it, but it's
done.
normally not on Belshire Vestige.
Yeah, it's got a fairly short rush to him, and the Zerg can just go pew pew ka-choo right across the map and drop a big old steamer on the Terran if that bunker's not full in time. Because right now with just one Marina, he can just run right past it. That's exactly what he did. 2 Hellions are going to come out, but if he can pick off that mule, that's a significant amount of damage. Now the Zerg player also got pneumatized carapace. You'll have to let me know what that does because I'm not familiar.
Is that Obi speed? Yeah, that's Obi speed.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
I don't know him by
played Zerg
names. I
twice.
know him by pictures. I mean, I do know him by name. I just wanted to double check before I said something on stream.
I
was
played
like,
Zerg twice, and that's 2 times too many.
I mean, I've only played like a couple thousand Zerg games. That's it. So I'm nothing I'm nothing like Guitar Cheese or something like that, or Kendrick. We actually kicked Guitar Cheese off of our team, and we hired Kendrick to be on our team.
Well, I was just watching a Winter stream one day, and he showed his profile. I want you to take a guess at how many games Winter has played.
I mean, with his main accounts, probably maybe 30,000 or something like that. But through
Yeah,
all of his counts, it's probably somewhere in like the 150 to 200,000 games.
Yeah, he's just under 50,000 games on his main.
Yeah.
I don't know
Notorious
about
for-
all his other accounts put together, but he showed his main 50,000 games. I haven't even played 400 games yet.
Oh yeah, I've played a lot.
Yeah.
But I mean, I also took a 6-year break, so I only played Wings of Liberty and Legacy of the Void. So
Yeah, well, I just started playing this game back in January.
yeah, that's a big difference then.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been
Now,
playing for a
honestly,
long time.
Looking at the Terran player, I think what he could have done there is he could have just put the Hellion inside the meta deck and dropped him right in the main. I think that's what he's going to do. But the Queens and the Banes are there to defend it. But I don't know if it's going to be there in time.
To clarify with Twitch chat, Guitar Cheese is definitely a map hacker. That's why we kicked him.
Wait, is he actually?
No.
You didn't actually kick him, did you?
No.
Oh, I'm not the kind of person that can pick up on sarcasm or joking very quickly. Stim is done. It's a fairly late stim timing, but we'll have to see if he's able to get anything done with it, possibly with drop play. Now, we've got 3 racks out. I'm not quite sure what the Terran player's going for here. It looks like it's just like a 2-base all-in. But I'm not sure if it's going to be successful.
We'll know for sure if it's a 2-base on, based on the fact that if he's about to put down a CC.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like he has it in his plans. He's not banking up the minerals for it. He's about to hit 400, so let's see if he drops that CC. If he doesn't, then yeah, he's
I mean, I know an ideal timing for a CC as far as like a 2-1-1 is about 7 minutes. But I think there is a CC about to go down.
Yeah. Well, Terran has really weird expansion timings because Terran can do so much off of just 1 or 2 bases. Whereas Protoss, you know, almost every single game, I take my natural for 2 minutes, I take my third around the 5-minute 30 mark.
And that's a lot of lings going down. The Marines were excellently microed to where they were in the back of behind the Marauders to take the Marauders and the Hellions to be able to soak that up. But I think this might be it.
Yeah, hold the boys. I think this is going to be GG. Yeah, 10 drones down, 12 drones down, 15, 16.
Yeah, so that's game. Whether he calls it or not, I think that's game.
Yeah. Losing 16 drones at this stage of the game. You know, if we were 20 minutes in and we lost 16 drones, well, you know, you'd have so many larvae, you'd just be able to instantly replenish that, but at this stage of the game, losing 16 drones is like a fatal blow.
Can we get an F in chat for the fallen queens?
Yeah, there's a G, the GG.
Alright, well, Terran wins.
Yep.
We all know what that means. It means sad days.
Means Passion's gonna play, and we're gonna have a TVT, or just literally anything other than a TVZ.
Wait, is this about to be a TVT?
I don't know.
Alright, if it is, I'm gonna have to grab water so I don't, like, die. TVT cancer.
Yeah. Let me run and grab my chemo real quick.
Let's answer some Twitch chat questions while we wait.
Is this Beyond? No, this is not Beyond.
I am actually Beyond. I hope you know. This is me. I am Beyond. Fun fact.
Just click on the picture of Abelo's bunk bed in the storm. On there, naked with the teddy bear.
Okay, can someone please, like, can we time Forsaken out or something?
Yes, everyone map hacks. Dude, just ask Abelo. Oh, N2O's up next. So we're gonna have a TVT.
I mean, it's still gonna be a TV.
Where are the Protoss? We need Protoss, please.
Seriously, so, Twitch chat questions, please.
Alright. So I can give you guys map hacks. You just have to give me your name, date of birth, social, mother's maiden name, bank account number, and what am I missing?
The make and model of your first car.
Make and model of your first car, that's it. Oh, and your first pet's name.
I don't have sisters, oh my god. I have one brother whose birthday is in 34 minutes. 34 minutes. 34
younger
minutes.
Or older?
He's about to be 10. So he's 10 years younger than me.
Oh, nice.
Hey, my mom. Look at that. My mom is 40. She is not divorced and she is not lonely. Yes, I will cash you outside.
Cash me outside. How about that? All right.
Can I take you up on that offer of cuddling, Forsaken? Can I take you up on that?
If I go silent, I probably fell asleep. Because I just worked 13 hours today and I need to go to bed. I thought it was at 10 p.m., but it was at 11.
Ming, would you say that you would recommend Forsaken's cuddling on Yelp?
I don't know. I have yet to experience Forsaken's cuddling. So it's going to come down to Cactus or Honor Grounds, the two worst maps in this game.
I I know which map he's gonna choose. He's gonna choose Honor Grounds. It's his favorite map.
And I bet you TVT's his
Okay,
favorite
so
matchup too.
First of all, because of the lighting, my hair does look red. My hair is actually like a dark blonde, and I am in.
No,
I'm a freshman in college. So.
Wait a minute.
Cactus Valley.
You're 20.
I'm about to be
you're
20.
A freshman?
I'm about to be 20.
Alright, I am 20.
This fall.
College. What's up with that?
I'll be 20 this fall.
Wait, in September?
Nah, November.
I turned 21 in September.
Thank
Legal
you, Forsaken.
drinking. Ooh.
Thank you. It is strawberry blonde. Yeah, that is correct. It actually says on my license blonde.
Dirty ginger.
I'm not a ginger. It's strawberry blonde. Legally, it's blonde.
Well, that's why it's a dirty ginger.
Well, it's also the lighting. I have like yellow lighting in here, like yellowish lighting, that makes everything tinted red, and they're also turned down a little bit, so the light in this room is more red.
I see.
Okay. Okay, that's enough from Twitch chat for now. I'm gonna go get a cheese stick.
Not even Twitch chat, just Forsaken. Not from Forsaken.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go get a cheese stick.
Alright. Would you...
Ow, my foot.
It would appear that my co-caster has hurt his foot. You can very clearly hear him saying "ow" in the background. Now he's being strangled and murdered. See, this is what happens when you get Forsaken's cuddling. You get strangled, murdered, and your foot gets hurt. All because he wanted a cheese stick. May he rest in peace. Alright, Twitch chat. Here's a fun fact for you while we wait an hour and a half. The word Eskimo means eater of raw meat. Who's the second caster? Time to kick him from the academy. Oh, Forsaken. Get in the folding chairs. Give him the chair. I think it's about time for this game to start. Maybe, sorta, kinda, almost soon. Maybe. Maybe. More banging and crashing. Our co-caster probably just died. Thank you for subscribing to Eskimo Facts. Well, here's another Eskimo fact. The real name of the Eskimo is the Inuit. I don't remember what that means, but... Oh god, my ears.
Sorry, I just hit my laptop by accident.
Would you be offended if I went to bed because I have to work and...
No, it's fine.
Alright. I'm sorry, I didn't expect to go this late. Well, thank you guys very much for hanging around here with me and listening to my terrible casting. It's gonna be... Press 1 to Eskimo. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna put a 1 in the chat. There we go. Alright, guys, I'll see you all next time. Sorry for dipping out, but dude, I just need to get some sleep because I have to work tomorrow.
It's all good. I'm here and I have my string cheese.
Okay. Why would you eat string cheese? String cheese is disgusting.
String cheese is amazing.
It's disgusting. Well, cheese in general is disgusting. Alright, with that, I'm off to bed. Enjoy your strip cheese there.
I hate you, Ming. I don't know, it's taking forever. But I'm going to continue to sit here and eat my cheese. We finally... What's going... What? Oh, I dropped my string cheese. Dude, I love oatmeal passion, honestly. It's not a dorm floor. I'm home for the weekend. Well, I also have trail mix. Oh, I opened it all the way. You know, this is what's wrong with the world. When you accidentally open up trail mix, like a package, like all the way like this, so you can't just like open it a little bit. This is what's wrong with the world. Alright, well, up here in the top right of Cactus Valley, from Psyx, it is N2O. Down here in the bottom right, from Team UR, currently down 3-2. I think it's 3-2. It is Kiwi. Someone will correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure. Wait, what? I thought Intua was... Wait, what? I could have sworn Intua was a Terran player. Well, shit. Nothing too surprising. Except for, I'm pretty sure that was another CC first. But I mean, it's Cactus Valley. Are we really that surprised? Oh, hush. I'm trying to eat my trail mix. SCV Scouts. Sees no third. Goes back home. Overlord flies slowly. You know, when it's solo, you don't really have anyone to banter with during this downtime. Lings walk across the map. I mean, they don't really walk. Honestly, they kind of scuttle. They don't really run either. This is more like a scuttle. Okay, the lings are gonna scuttle back. I mean, there's a starport. And he puts the factory back onto the reactor. So he's gonna make Hellions. Because Terran. It's kind of standard now. Lings are gonna poke. Lings aren't gonna get anything. Things are actually gonna get 2 SUVs. Things run away now since they have speed. Guard base is here for N2O. Droning up a little bit, making the Baneling nest. This might... That's 10 lings. Is he gonna Bane bust? I think he's gonna Bane bust. Game knowledge, boys. There's 3 Hellions. Which means deadlings. Oh, he sends in that forward ling to actually like stop the He's gonna clean all of these up really well. Just because of positioning, so only 2 SCVs go down. That was really good from Kiwi. I hope there's more lings coming, a layer coming, more gases coming. Hold on, how many gases? That. And just based on the fact that he has a Baneling nest, I would say that he's probably going to go up to Aspire. But he should add on these next 2 gases as well. Go up to 6. Okay, let me clarify. Before the lings have speed, they scuttle. Once they have speed, they run. Because they're like fast now. But before, they just have this little scuttle. You know, they kind of move slowly, but not like too slow. So it's not like a walk. But it's more of like a calm scuttle. Oh, he is Bane he's gonna bust right there. He's gonna get a good surround on these Hellions, but Hellions are gonna get picked up. Viking's gonna go down. Another Hellions are gonna pop. 2 more Hellions are gonna pop out. So 4 CVs are gonna go down. Lings are cleaned up. And then there's the Spire. And the Bane speed. He doesn't have very many workers. Well, there we go. A lot more just pop. He does need to get some more drones on this. Fully saturate it. Get these 2 gases and take a 4th. So he can have the production that he needs to sufficiently stay on Spire Tech. Or Layer Tech, rather. Okay. Honestly, Forsaken, please stop about my mom. Please. I'm gonna ask nicely. I care a lot about my mom. I'm actually really close with my mom, so it hurts on the inside. Real bad. You can say all you want about my sisters, though. I don't have actual sisters. Okay, well, this push is going to come in again. It's not like we haven't seen this before. It depends on the reaction. The Banelings aren't done, so if the Banelings get sniped, that's going to be ripped. Borals the drones a little early, I'd say. Banelings have speed, and Banelings finish. Banelings get decent connections on the front, but there's still a lot of Marines, just like last time. There's not a whole lot to deal with these. I want to say this is Rip Zerg. because I die to this all the time, so. Press F in chat for Zerg. Press F in chat for TVZ in general. Well, there are some banelings at least, but there's no natural. And there's also really good splits. Well, I guess we're going to an ace match. So if anyone has an ace match emote, I don't want to tell you what to do, but now would be theoretically the time to use it. Oh no. I mean, it's going to be a TVT now. For the ace match, at least. So I'm gonna play some Hearthstone after this. Probably some Heroes of the Storm, maybe some StarCraft. You know, can't be too passionate for the game. You got to be a filthy casual. All right, well, Honor Grounds. Who's surprised that this is the final map? I'm not, because apparently people hate Honor Grounds. You know, it's a thing. But we're gonna have a TVT now, so... I mean, if you fall asleep during this, I don't blame you. Alright, well... I need to switch the overlay. It's okay. Spawning down here in the bottom left from Team UR. Whoops. It is now currently tied. It is Kiwi from Team UR. And up here in the top left from Psionic Aftermath, it is Anti-Mage. Seems to be in the wrong game. Steam, please fix your game. Nerf Dota 2, please. But yeah, it's a TVT, and they're both going gas first. So, aggression. I think that's how that works. This is a nice song. This SCV, he rolls. He doesn't walk, he rolls. Similar to a scuttle, because it's not very fast. But it's faster than a walk. It's a roll. Actually, he might float. Or maybe he does walk. That'd be a really fast walk, though. Maybe he does scuttle as well. I think he has wheels, though, if I'm... Can someone in chat confirm this? Do SCVs have wheels, or do they scuttle? We need to figure this out. Well, Kiwi's expanding. Anti-Mage isn't. Anti-Mage has a factory. Kiwi has a later factory. That's a tech lab. We're just gonna see a lot of tanks. Early tanks, aggression tanks, early dropped tanks, tanks. Nope, that's a starport, so it's probably gonna be, I don't know, a Raven, probably. That or a Banshee. I'm gonna go with a Raven more than likely. Because auto turret good, and there's the Cyclone that's gonna be the counter to it, so. Well, there's a dead SCV. He will scuttle no more. I might get into World of Warcraft. It seems fun. So I would only do it if I had friends that would play. So there's still this expansion that is now an orbital for Kiwi, so he's gonna start to get that. And yeah, it's gonna be a Banshee. Because you know what? Whatever I know is wrong. Cyclone's gonna come whirl up some damage. But, well, hey, Nidus. Welcome to our humble abode, also known as Twitch chat. Cyclone's gonna see this. Cyclone's gonna take a couple hits. Cyclone's gonna try and kill. Cyclone might kill this. Nope. He's safe. Wow, I am tired. Let's try and figure this out. Our rough and tumbled Banshee is coming back in with a Raven. I mean, I was sort of right. There is a Raven. But there's also RIP. TVT is actually the worst. For anyone who likes TVT, you are probably a child of the devil. You are Hellspawn. Raven comes in. Raven's gonna drop this. Raven's gonna die. Raven's gonna get one SCV kill. Maybe more. I don't know. I don't know if they put Game Heart. Yeah, they put Game Heart, so it's only one. Okay. I don't have twin sisters. I don't. You guys, I hate you guys. I'm just a measly little storm trying to do my duty, and this is a Raven off. I mean, a Viking off. An anti-mage wins. Cyclone's coming though. They're gonna whirl up some more damage. I don't have sisters. Oh my god, I hate you guys. Alright, well, 3 tanks and some marines. It sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. 3 tanks and some marines walk into a main. What happens? They win the game. If all goes right. Well, 3 tanks and some marines. The bad joke didn't actually come true, so. Some more barracks coming down. Stim's about to finish for Kiwi first. Anti-Mage had it a little bit later. He will have +1. Whereas Anti-Mage won't, which is, I mean, I guess it's important. Unless tanks are just mowing down your marines, which then it's kind of less important. I mean, there's a faster third, I take that back, it's not a faster third. I mean, it's at least on the low ground. So I guess it's, in theory, faster. Yeah, this is game 7. This is the ace match. Oh, well, stim finished. Tanks are not sieged. Oh, that was close. Vikings need to be careful. So I guess the third base now will finish a lot faster for Kiwi. Yes, it's hype. As hype as I am actually really tired. I had to take my little brother, who's its birthday, to hockey practice today. He's a handful. But, yeah. Anti-Mage is ahead in worker count. He doesn't have that third base quite finished. Well, yes, it is. I lied. But he's considerably, I guess, I mean, he's down by somewhat of a considerable margin as far as army count for for TVT at least. It's 5 tanks to 1 tank, and I was told one time in TVT the tank count is normally really indicative of the game, so we're gonna go with that. But we do have 16 Marines loaded up here and are gonna go for a drop, but these Marines are scouting for such. I think these are on like a rally. So are they gonna see this? My god, they're gonna see it. Oh, I mean, there's also a sensor tower and a missile tower. But that goes down. He stops a little bit of mining. He starts to pull, I guess, a little bit closer. He does have 1-1 finishing, whereas infantry armor is not even on the way for Kiwi, so he's now... I lied, it is on the way. I'm on the unit tab and not the production tab. So they are equal on on upgrades now. However, there's a 4th on the way for Anti-Mage. There is not a 4th on the way from Kiwi. There's another drop. This drop actually gets a lot done. This is actually a big deal. I missed that. I apologize. I missed that. These Marines are basically dead in the water. But he did just get 15 SCVs to the 4 that are currently going. Well, a base just went down, but only 4 SCVs died. So... they're equal on bases. I think more SCVs went down than it showed me. I'm thoroughly confused right now. There's a big, I think Doom drop. Yeah, this is a Doom drop coming in. He scans. He drops. He dooms Anti-Mage to death. Potentially. I don't know. This is actually really scary. He's on top of all the production. And there's nothing at home to... I mean, there's these, but... TVT. Well, that is actually going to wrap up the clan war. Team UR does take it 4-3. Unfortunately, Abyssional, my other caster, is no longer here, but shout out to him for being here earlier with me. Thank you all for coming and watching this class. I mean, not class. Clan War. We have Clan Wars all the time. If you hit that follow button, you can be notified about our many Clan Wars coming up in the future. I believe we have one. Let me check. We have one tomorrow. At 9 Eastern tomorrow. It will be against Sniped. It will be 4 High Masters and a Grandmaster, best of 9 all kill. So come out and check that out. That'll be cool. Then we have one next Saturday as well against SI Clan. So thank you all for coming out. Thank you UR for this Clan War, and have a great night.